Hello everyone, I'm Lindsay Stein, the consumer reporter at PR Week, and I'm here today with David Zucker, the CMO of online health and wellness retailer Vitacost. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So, you guys recently changed your slogan and your logo, right? Can you tell me a little bit about the strategy behind that?
Sure. So Vitacost was historically thought about as a company that sold vitamins online, and we had a huge selection of products that are in the food space, pet space, health and wellness space, beauty space. And so we really wanted to be able to get that message out there, and part of doing that was rebranding the company. And so that was everything from changing our logo to be not something that had a pill in the background to something that was more demonstrable of the products that we had, and changing the look and feel and the coloration of the company to be much more natural and consumer focused than where we were.
And it's like a hand image, right, with like a globe.
Right.
And you're telling me a little bit about the circle image.
So the thinking behind the design of it is that now the circle that goes around the hand and the ball is the circle represents the world and kind of all-encompassing. The hand being kind of one of the most central parts of the body is very accessible to people, and the ball is just meant to be fun, it's something different. And so so that's kind of that. Is the logo with the name, and our new tagline is take the cost out of healthy living, which we believe is something as a vision of a company, of our company, which is making healthy living a reality. That tagline, take the cost out of healthy living, is something that we can go to market with.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because healthy living is expensive.
Very expensive, and we fit in that great area between fantastic products that you can buy, name brand products, natural products, and we have the pricing that is more from a discounter to be able to make it accessible to everybody.
Great, and actually you were mentioning before some of the websites you guys have. One was Momonomics, so that kind of fits in there. And what was the other one?
WellnessTimes.com.
Wellness Times. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, so each one of our web properties has a specific purpose. Vitacost.com we feel is the place where people can come and shop and get expert advice and opinions around very specific products that we sell. Wellness Times is a separate area that we've developed, and it is managed by a separate editorial team that oversees and partners with experts and doctors and people that are experts in their specific areas. They write content specifically for that website that you would be able to find through any Google search or going directly to the site. And then the third, and those are all expert generated content areas. The Momonomics site was developed for two reasons. One is our target consumer right now is the mom, and we believe that our brand position of living healthy and managing a household is absolutely what every mom does, and it's hard, and so we want to make it easier, and so that's who we're positioning kind of a lot of our messaging to. The Momonomics site is not an education site, it's actually a place for moms to have kind of a healthy mental release from her crazy life, and it's a place where she can go and kind of escape and just have fun user-generated content discussions with other moms and women.
It's different. So it lets them engage one-on-one with other moms there?
Exactly.
So how does Vitacost kind of make itself stand apart from all those brick-and-mortar vitamin shops out there?
So the first thing is we don't think about ourselves as a vitamin shop anymore. We think about ourselves very much as an online health food company. We feel that we stand out for two reasons. One is we have a much broader selection of products than you're going to find at something like the Vitamin Shop or GNC, who we are typically and have historically been competing against, because we have 34,000 SKUs right now, and most of those SKUs are not in the nutritional or in the nutraceutical space. They're in the food, pet, beauty area.
Yeah, I saw so many categories on the site.
Right, and they're all name brands. I mean, almost any brand you can walk into, one of these expensive supermarkets, you can go in, you can find at Vitacost. But the pricing, because we don't have all the overhead that those brick and mortar companies have, we can have much lower pricing. The other thing is we offer, it's much more accessible to come to Vitacost to be able to buy those things, and then if you spend $49, we'll ship it for free. And so that makes it a lot, not only is it accessible, but it's actually a really good consumer proposition.
Definitely, and you mentioned before Pinterest and how you guys are aggressively using that, and that definitely, would make you guys stand out. Why don't you tell me a little bit how you're using Pinterest?
Sure. So we, as well as most online companies right now, are trying to figure out, how to use Pinterest. We've been aggressive with Pinterest for the last 6 weeks, and it's that new for everybody. It's that new for us. One of the things that we have found that has been very, very successful is very, very good images, which I think most people kind of get, but recipes have been fantastic for us. And there was actually an article kind of reinforcing what we have found, that people are sharing recipes there. And so our our expert generated recipes we're starting to put on there, and then the sharing goes on there as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.